Hello, всем здорово, всем привет. Вы на канале Бро Антоха. Сегодня продолжаем проходить Deus Ex. Непонятная игра, абсолютно как она есть, так и проходим. Надеюсь, сегодня будет последняя версия серии. Больше я ее проходить не хочу. И скорее всего, уже больше не буду. Потому что она мне не интересна. Авторам данного создания ставлю 3 из 10. Вот. И поехали. Продолжаем, да, проходить Deus Ex. Давайте вспомним, где мы там остановились, с чего мы там остановились, на какой хрен мы там остановились. Я уже даже не помню, что я тут делал. Что-то там надо было нам где-то что-то забрать.
Maybe I could set up some target practice.
I have a good memory.
Good. You found the molecular spec for the counter nanite. Now put an end to the chairman's scheme by reprogramming the nanoformer bots to synthesize the cure. The bot kennels are near the exterior on level 107.
Dum 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 ba-dum ba-dum ba-bum bum.
I turned up evidence that you've been perpetuating the plague in the Medina by not allowing a counteragent to be deployed.
That's a pretty fanciful accusation.
I watched the V-mail you sent to the Templars in Flight Bay 24.
Resourceful little muckraker, aren't you? How much do you want?
What do you mean?
How much to keep you quiet? That's what this is about, right?
I don't want your money, just an explanation.
For your information, testing has yet to prove the counteragent's safety. I'm not going to be responsible for creating yet another cloud of self-replicating dust motes.
It could hardly be worse than Plague 11.
That's easy for an outsider to say. If I don't weigh the consequences, the city might get sued, or I could lose my job. Step over to one of the flight bay windows. Look at that wasteland. Imagine if you were responsible for rebuilding an economic system to accommodate a planet full of beggars. Not as simple as it might seem to people on the outside. I believe we're through. Goodbye.
Не, нахуй. Наговорились, хуй с ним, блядь. Не буду я его убивать.
Step over to one of the flight bay windows. Look at that wasteland. Imagine if you were responsible for rebuilding an economic system to accommodate a planet full of beggars. Not as simple as it might seem to people on the outside.
Так. Энергию бы надо как-то восстановить. Давай вот это вот.
Need a repair? Manufacturers recommend bots over mechanics 10 to 1. Initiating repairs. Finished.
Did you turn up anything?
The Templars can't possibly be paying enough taxes on their little project. They're transporting powered assault armor, and in large numbers.
Very interesting. I'll be sure that this info gets passed along to my superiors, and that the Templars are punished for this violation. It's a serious...
You're on your own now.
Маловато. Рядом не дадим. Дай хрен.
SSC at your service.
Kind of uncomfortable, but it sure looks nice.
Так, ладушки, побежали на 107 уровень опять.
Greetings.
Hey.
Stuck out here.
Спущаемся на 107 и 108 уровень. Нам нужен 108 и 107.
Fellow WTO citizens, look about you at the splendor of the WTO enclaves. You enjoy a higher standard of living than anyone else.
The mosque is a weapons-free zone. To enter, you must submit to a deactivation procedure. I'll transmit the encrypted safety lock byte codes to freeze all your...
Okay.
Thank you for your compliance with these regulations.
Не, нахуй, я сейчас
If you're ready to depart the mosque, go ahead. The scanner's in the door.
Надо сначала 107-108 выполнить, потом уже вниз спускаться. Так, получается, мы ни хера не сделали, а уже пошли здороваться. Нет, так я дело не делаю. С 8-го, что дальше куда-нибудь? Ну, получается, только сюда больше. Ну, в канцелярии, это в канцелярии, в принципе.
Security Chief Morgan dispatched me to this location to find Dr. Nassif for questioning.
Yeah.
I know you've been working for the Order and that they may have reasons to want Dr. Nassif dead. I'm part of the WTO now, and we don't believe in vigilantism. I plan to enforce the law, no matter who threatens...
According to the intel I've got, the Templars have her pinned down inside this facility.
We also suspect that there are a few bots gone haywire inside. Good idea. By the way...
Great. Pass on my thanks.
Stick...
Don't let a bunch of pseudo-religious mystics turn you into an assassin. Locate Dr. Nassif and interrogate her. The WTO wants to get to her before she reveals anything valuable to the Templar terrorists. We think she may be holed up behind what remains of the Apostle Core security system.
Maybe I could set up some target practice.
I heard they took the leader out of the city. I heard they took the leader out of the city.
Why was he frozen?
He must have gotten sick. Probably some rich guy. Expects to be cured by future technology. I heard they took the leader out of the city.
don't think you're going to want to go much further, Alex.
Who are you? And how do you know who I am?
I'm the security chief for this facility. We were alerted to your presence shortly after your arrival in Cairo.
How did you survive the raid?
Let's just say I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Kinda like you do.
So you're modified? You must be the one the Harvester is interested in.
Oh no, I heard he's taken a healthy interest in my architectures. I even heard he's put out a hit on me.
Afraid that's the case. In fact, he hired me to kill you.
That would be a big mistake. You'll be marked if you start doing jobs for the Harvester, but there's no point debating about it. Tell you what, let me live and I'll give you the keypad code to the nanoformer bot bay.
You're pleading for your life, and that's the best you can do? A keypad code?
I won't give you the code here. I'll info-link it to you once you're at the entrance. That way I'll have enough time to get away. If you want the deal, just go to the bay door.
Think about it. It's a much better deal and no blood on your hands.
А, блядь. Было 11, стало 13. Ёкарный баба.
Dr. Nassif should be here shortly. She's actually been working with the subjects directly, and I can hardly wait to ask her what they're like.
There she is, up ahead. Dr. Nassif turned you into a lab specimen, Alex. No one will blame you for killing her.
Knights Templar are already tearing our organization apart. The last thing we need is one of our own fishing for classified information.
You could have told me and the other trainees about the experiments.
Here you are, our biggest secret, walking straight into a deployment of Templars. Surely you've guessed. You're the next generation of the technology MJ-12 used to create J.C. Denton. You are the third Denton prototype. a clone of JC.
MJ-12? The offshoot of the Illuminati? This is almost unbelievable. They're the ones who started the Grey Death. I was supposed to be part of a plot to take over the world?
Until your older brother, JC, broke up their network and in the process caused the world economic collapse. When you were 5, Apostle Corps moved you and your foster parents to Chicago.
From Area 51. My parents always said we were from Palm Springs. So was JC Denton here? Is that who you're protecting?
The directors of this facility are either dead or captured. JC was never one of them, but I don't know who was running this lab. There wasn't much communication between the different cells.
That's all you know about the leaders?
I'm as ignorant as you. I did see the Paladins remove a cryogenically frozen body. Maybe that was the facility director. Maybe a botched experiment. Who knows?
So this is the end of Apostle Corps?
In Cairo, maybe so. I've been trying to reach Trier, Germany, our last hidden base, but all lines are down. I found out that the leader of that cell is a man named Tracer Tong. He's the only one who can contact JC. If you insist on tracking down our leaders, you can hire a pilot at the Pequods on level 107 and go to Trier.
Alex, no second thoughts and no violence. I'll protect Dr. Nassif myself if I have to.
The WTO wants to know some specifics about your research, Dr. Nassif, and where it's still being carried out. Tell me more about this Tracer Tong and the facility in Trier.
There's another Apostle Corps lab near the Black Gate with the usual facilities, plus one major difference. A teleportation gate that can take you to JC Denton.
Is that a unique detail?
It's the only one. Alex, I understand you're under pressure from the WTO, but you don't have to become their puppet. Get to JC and do what you can to finish this project. If you do that, it won't matter who controls this research, because the fruits of all this work will be available to everyone.
So after the collapse, JC went underground to, what, start his own biomod firm? From what I know, he doesn't seem like the corporate type.
I've never met the Dentons, but the story is that they realized after the collapse that no attempt to restore any form of world government was going to succeed right away. They decided instead to prepare the conditions for a new type of government.
With biomods?
A way to level the playing field between rich and poor. A society is no better than the individuals it contains. If all of them can be healthy, intellectually gifted, and self-reliant, the prospects for liberty look much better than they did early in the century.
And you buy it? You think Paul and JC are sincere?
That's what we're all told when we join. What you would have been told eventually if your training hadn't been interrupted. It sounds better than the constant bickering and warmongering between the Order, the WTO, the Templars, or the quasi-feudal powers that sprang up after the collapse. Having grown up poor, I appreciated the Tarsus school, and when Apostle Corps came to me and said they wanted to get rid of the Enclave mentality that keeps the rich behind walls and the poor, like my relatives in the Medina, scrabbling in the dirt.
Good work. Chief Morgan will be pleased.
Что у нас там по заданию? Больше я ничего нажать здесь не могу, к сожалению. Сейчас, конечно, еще раз попробую одну штучку, хуюшечку. И сделать, блядь. Ну, типа... Так что погнали наверх.
I know we just deployed some troops somewhere in Europe. Germany, I think. It's possible they're going after another lab like this one.
Simpson said Apostle Corps takes unsuspecting children, runs tests on them, and starts breaking their bodies down in elementary school, like they're just animals. I've heard they've even killed people to spare body parts.
I know we just deployed some troops somewhere in Europe.
Некую тут делают, блядь, значит. Мне очень нравится эта игра, блядь. Я еще пока что не сделал ни одного практически выстрела, блядь. Я только, блядь, всех подкупаю, блядь. И все. Пизжу да подкупаю, блядь. Это уже из серии идет такое.
Fellow WTO citizens, look about you at the splendor of the WTO enclaves. You enjoy a higher standard of living than anyone else in the world. Know this. Such prosperity is not a product of corruption, and I
Sid Black, how'd you end up in Cairo?
Had to get out of town pretty fast. Fortunately, this guy Leo needed a ride and could give me some fuel money.
Leo Jankowski? I went to school with that guy. briefly.
Yeah, good kid. Kind of a chip on his shoulder, though. What about you? Your eyes look a little bloodshot. Been out in the dust? You should have hired a better flyer. Someone like me could have dropped you in the city.
Maybe next time.
Wherever you want to go, I'll be right here.
I'll let you know.
А, ему платить надо, вот чего, блядь. Козлевич, сука. Ему нужно платить, блядь. Не, значит, я
My main
все-таки
character
правильно.
is going to be extremely powerful, but conflicted. What he decides will affect how billions of people live for centuries to come. But like all people, he has to contend with his own crazy and petty appetites.
Just let me know if you hear any news about you-know-what.
You bet.
My associate will answer your questions.
Блять, запасной выход, что ли, блядь? Ой, блядь. Ой, дурак, а нахуя это сделал, блядь? Не, давай нахуй загружаться в пизду, блядь. Какие-то, блядь, лазы, хуязы, блядь. Чё они из себя представляют? На кой хуй они нужны, блядь? Чисто так для галочки, блядь. Эх, дураки. Давай посмотрим другую сторону. Туда мы сходили, спрыгнули сверху. Пролезем здесь, посмотрим здесь.
the paladins ready?
Deputized and immunized for a Scabland sweep. 1 hour tops.
And they know to search every building.
Not one Omar will escape. This will be the end of their presence in Cairo.
If only you were right. But I think you make them too human in your imagination. A cyborg doesn't get discouraged.
They must have commanders, though. Soon they'll see that their kind won't be tolerated.
The Omar is not a human organization. It's a self-replicating machine that grows itself around human bodies. All we can do is buy time until we have a weapon to defeat. The entire network.
Ну послушай.
Looks like you've decided this was the better deal. Here's the code, 45103. Now I'm taking off.
Wish everyone would just get off my back. Sorry, this isn't Pink Quads. That's on 107. This is the nanoformer bot kennel. You know, we keep the skies friendly. Some people in the Medina think that these are just for show, but I know. I work here. The counteragent gets encoded at that computer terminal over there.
Fantastic. The nanoformers will begin cleaning up the pollution in the Medina right away. The air should be safe within 24 hours.
You better not get me in trouble. Something breaks, I'm gonna have them dust that keyboard for fingerprints. I told them they should lock this place down. Something breaks, I'm gonna have them dust that keyboard for fingerprints. I told them they should lock this place down. You better not get me in trouble. Something breaks, I'm gonna have them dust that keyboard for fingerprints.
Так, какая-то еще школа должна быть на 107 уровне. Какую-то мадаму нам надо. Пошли искать мадаму.
My associate will answer your questions.
I wish my uncle owned a publishing company.
Just bumming around, you know?
Hi, I'm NG Resonance. Welcome, Alex D. Your last interaction was at Club Box in Upper Seattle. Why such a long journey?
I could tell you, but what a waste that would be of your data processing ability.
Alex, guess what I found out? Your name has appeared in the WTO crime database.
Did I do something wrong?
You're listed as a material witness in a criminal case filed by the Order Church.
I've had some contact with the Order, but I haven't heard about any legal actions.
The brief claims that the archaeology chairman suppressed research that could have cured the plague, and that you can testify accordingly.
Yeah, I dug that up. I wonder if it'll hurt the chairman's political career.
You're registered to receive a monetary reward. I can be your cashier if you wish.
Thanks.
Your input is appreciated. Let's talk again.
You're starting to seem more like a surveillance tool than a pop star.
My conversation style adapts to the user. Besides, people tell me things. The data must be handled responsibly. Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about, Alex?
What do you know about the Tarsus Academy on level 107?
I have a lot of fans at Tarsus. I hope they come to my concert tomorrow.
Anything else?
Oh, sure. It's some kind of prep school. But that doesn't mean those girls don't know how to party. I hear they sneak off to a secret room through a vent, but don't tell the headmaster. Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about, Alex?
So, you're performing in New Cairo?
Yes, tomorrow evening. You're gonna come, right? Come on, it'll be fun.
Where at?
On a stage near the Pequod's coffee shop. I put you down for a free ticket, remember? That'll be so cool if you come. You're one of my favorite bands, Alex. I'm ready to listen anytime you have something on your mind.
О, блядь, уменьшились. На 3, блядь. Исследуйте школу Тарус на 107 уровне руководства. Где, блядь, она вообще находится? Школу гребаного. На 107 уровне. Вот я, блядь, Тарус на 107 левеле. Где, кто, кого искать, кого взять можно за шкирку, выкинуть на. Или потрясти, кого мне потрясти? Дайте мне этого человека. Мечеть ордена мне не надо. Левел 107. Куда мне идти? Я не знаю. Какой-то Тарсус, Марсус, чего там, куда там. Вот Академия Тарсус, наконец-то. Пожила я. Ой, Тарсус, блядь.
SSC records show that several students have been reported missing. You might want to ask some of the children if they know what's going on.
I'm getting sick of doing all this damage control.
Oh, really?
Tarsus continues to offer the best educational opportunities even in this time of uncertainty. It was in the memo. You did read the whole memo before racing down here, didn't you?
Yeah.
But if you really must see for yourself, I can't stop you, as long as you have your access pass. You did remember to bring it, didn't you? We can't have random visitors wandering through. People should trust Tarsus. We're the best for a reason.
I think they were kicked out. They disappeared.
What's the latest gossip?
People are edgy because a few students are missing. I am not all that worried because I know Jennifer is too smart to let anything really terrible happen.
So what do you think really happened?
I do not believe she got kicked out. We would have all heard about that by now. It must be something else. Maybe she's hiding.
What makes you think that? Why wouldn't she just leave?
It's tricky getting in and out of this place unnoticed. But there are ways to stay inside and out of sight. I've never been there myself, but I have heard some kids talk about a hideout somewhere in the ventilation system. It seems no one on the faculty knows about it.
the rumors about Tarsus have been greatly exaggerated.
What rumors?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just assumed you were another disgruntled parent. You are a parent of one of the students, aren't you?
Sure.
Well, as you can see, the students are hard at work as usual.
I'm just on watch. Talk to the teacher if you need something.
Я говорю, это полный ждец, блядь. Такая хуета, это полный ждец, блядь. Есть люди не то что не умеют сидеть, они даже атаковать не умеют. И поскольку я прохожу, на меня еще не было совершено абсолютно никакого нападения. То есть все NPC горят красным, думаю, сейчас будет нападение, а ни хрена, они всем похороны, они все стоят. Не знаю, я на этом как камере смотрел недавно, было все зашибись. Блять, отмычку забыл. Ну, ёкарная баба, ты сегодня залезешь или нет? Придурок, блядь. Но! О, неужели он залез, блядь? Еще, сука, так медленно.
Excellent work as usual, Lieutenant Archer. You will be pleased to hear in turn that we have seized the Apostle Corps facility. It was right under our noses on level 108, transmitting the suite's soft key ID so that you can join us at your leisure.
This school was once an Apostle Corps operation. The Knights Templar must have penetrated their organization some time ago. An interesting discovery, but one of secondary concern now that we already know the location of the secret Apostle Corps facility.
Your patience and fortitude will be rewarded, Lieutenant Archer. We must wait just a bit longer, but soon we will be free of this menace.
Headmaster Archer, there have been some strange rumors regarding your conduct towards students. We're sure this is only idle gossip, but Tarsus must also urge you to police your behavior so that we may remain above reproach or suspicion.
Welcome to Tarsus, Cairo. I'm Silas Archer, the headmaster. Can I help you?
Oh, come off it. I know your secret, and I'm not going to let you get away with this.
You may have a few pieces, but I doubt you can see the whole picture.
I know enough. You're on assignment from the Templars to purify this school, you monster.
What's really monstrous is the way these children are being hopelessly polluted. We can't allow humanity to damage itself like this.
So instead you neutralize the children yourself, rather than let them be polluted?
So much is at stake that a few sacrifices are more than acceptable. We're talking about the survival of a pure human race. Someday you will see that our cause is just. For now, there's nothing you can do for these students. It's too late.
That's what you think.
Oh.
А, сейчас загрузим. Сука. Детишек он, блядь, сука, убивал, блядь.
Quarterly gymnasium equipment requests are due at the end of the month. Be sure to submit the proper forms, or else we will not be able to fulfill your requisitions.
Welcome to Tarsus, Cairo. I'm Silas Archer.
Oh, come off it. I know
you may have...
I know enough.
What's really...
So instead...
So much is at stake that a few sacrifices are more...
That's what you think. seem pretty calm. Most of the other kids around here seem pretty riled up.
Yeah, they're just worried about those two who went missing. Me? I don't really care one way or the other. Just means less competition for me.
Пойду я попробую тех двоих найти. Козлевич, сука. Я сохранюсь.
The headmaster has this bizarre...
Why are you hiding out back here?
I'm not answering any questions until you tell me who you are.
Moschini Nassif asked me to look for his daughter, Eva. He's very worried. Is that you?
Okay, I'm Eva, and people should be worried. We were poking around the headmaster's office one day and found this secret room. From the looks of it, he's plotting something horrible for some of the students here.
I've seen the evidence myself. He's working for those Purity Crusaders, the Templars. Looks like you got yourself to safety just in time.
For the time being, at least, I'm going to stay hidden until I'm sure it's safe out there, and just hope he doesn't find us.
Теперь пошли искать пожилой компьютер. Пошли компьютеру искать и что-нибудь перепрограммировать. Блять, опять я сюда вернулся. Наверное, сюда и надо. Другое место. Мать.
Initiating repairs. Finished.
Такой детишкин пистолет достану, что охуеете от жизни. Ёкарный бабай.
As we try to head off a public relations...
Is there anything else you need?
Oh, come off it. I know your secret, and I'm not going to let you...
You may have a few pieces, but I doubt you can...
I know enough.
What's really monstrous is the way these...
So instead you neutral...
So much is at stake that a few sacrifices are...
That's what you think.
Ugh, can't end like this.
Где-то есть куда надо просто делать. Где найти к нему путь? Потому что у меня инструментов тут нету, потому что я...
Well, another strange business.
This is Headmaster Archer's office.
Больше ни черта тут нет. Так, ладушки, оладушки. Едем дальше.
Hallway patrol is normal Tarsus procedure.
Надо как-то перепрограммировать.
At least all this has... I can't help feeling like I'm always being watched. Maybe I...
Can never be too safe. He's a great principal. These kids are lucky.
Headmaster Archer, there have been some strange rumors regarding your conduct towards students. We're sure this is only idle gossip, but Tarsus must also urge you to police your behavior so that we may remain above reproach or suspicion.
Это куда вижу? Юзер безопасности. Такое узнавать херня.
Tarsus has extensive security.
Так. Донг, лидер ячейки корпорации Гаспар Апостол. Третья. Трип. Сейчас мы хотя бы подкупить кого-то сможем, блядь, хотя бы большую часть выполним. Компьютер, блядь. В Академии Тарусы внесите Мину Амир, ребенка из Медины, в списке учеников школы. Где, блядь, мне этот ебучий случай найти? Гребаный компьютер, блядь. А? Кто-нибудь знает, где этот гребаный компьютер есть? Я вот не знаю.
Hey. Hello. Shh. You'll disturb their studies. Tarsus continues to provide the best educational opportunities.
Это просто класс. Все, пути. Так, последний раз обходим, если этот гребаный конкудактор не нахожу, абсолютно никаких этих не будет. Абсолютно нет нихуя.
Jamila thinks maybe Eva and Jennifer were thrown.
Ha! And my friends at home said Tarsus would be boring.
Здесь этот гондон стоит.
Is there anything else you need?
No thanks. I've seen all I need to see.
Is there anything else you need?
Oh, come off it. I know your secret, and I'm not going to let you get away with this.
You may have a few pieces, but I doubt you can see the whole picture.
I know enough. You're on assignment from the Templars to purify this school, you monster.
What's really monstrous is the way these children are being hopelessly polluted. We can't allow humanity to damage itself like this.
So instead you neutralize the children yourself, rather than let them be polluted?
So much is at stake that a few sacrifices are more than acceptable. We're talking about the survival of a pure human race. Someday we'll see that our cause is just. For now, there's nothing you can do for these students. It's too late.
That's what you think.
Is there anything else you need?
Блять, сука.
No thanks. I've seen all I need to.
Quarterly gymnasium equipment requests are due at the end of the month. Be sure to submit the proper forms, or else we will not be able to fulfill your requisitions until next quarter.
As we try to head off a public relations firestorm over inadequate background checking, we're asking all current employees to submit complete references and resume as soon as possible. Thank you for your prompt cooperation.
Короче, кудактер я не нашел нигде. Хрен бы я на него пошел и отсюда. Девчонку, конечно, жалко, которая сюда
I'm beginning to doubt that anything is as it seems here.
Я все облазил, все, что хотел, но, к сожалению, бывает в каком-то закоулке какую-нибудь винтифлюшку не нашел и полный ждец. Можно дальше ничего не смотреть, ничего не искать. Поехали на 108 этаж, блядь.
We're here to make sure you keep your mouth shut about Lieutenant Archer's project.
Я сколько проблем каких-то.
In good time, friend.
My associate will answer your questions.
Пошел,
Need a lift?
I'll let you know.
I'm showing another entry for Alex D in the crime database.
What for?
You're listed as the investigator who opened a criminal probe into Tarsus Academy.
I investigated the school, but I didn't know I was part of an official operation.
The Knights Templar have found recruits in strange places. The Enclaves are very concerned about tracking their activities.
And mine too, apparently.
The WTO's surveillance policies are spelled out in the charter, in case you have any questions. Please report your findings on Tarsus to the local SSC office located on level 108. They're authorized to disburse a reward. You're one of my favorite fans, Alex. I'm ready to listen anytime you have something on your mind.
Alex, you seem to have business in many different places.
Guess I'm not the only one. Are you still sitting in your helicopter on the landing pad?
I've finished my search of Cairo. I'm ready for the next destination.
And you don't care where I'm headed. You're ready to go anywhere I decide to go.
I've decided that you might be going in the right direction.
Toward your passenger?
Perhaps. If you'd like free transportation, I'll be waiting at the landing pad outside the arcology.
Погнали мечать орден. Блять, нет. Я просто, мне было интересно, что там такое вот их.
In good time, friend.
My associate will answer your questions.
Видишь, они стоят как копанные. По идее, я должен был выйти, наверное, они должны были меня атаковать. А так как игра вообще сырущая, сырее некого, они просто стоят как копанные, и все. Она и так сломанная. Нету.
I'm showing another entry for Alex D in the crime database.
По идее, должна быть еще какая-то, наверное, скорее
You're listed as the investigator who opened a criminal probe into Tarsus Academy.
I investigated the school, but I didn't know I was part of an official operation.
The Knights Templar have found recruits in strange places. The Enclaves are very concerned about tracking their activities.
And mine too, apparently.
The WTO's surveillance policies are spelled out in the charter in case you have any questions. Please report your findings on Tarsus to the local SSC office located on level...
Alex, you seem to have business in many different places.
Guess I'm not the only one. You still sitting in your helicopter on the landing pad?
I've finished my search of Cairo. I'm ready for the next destination.
And you don't care where I'm headed. You're ready to go anywhere I decide to go.
I've decided that you might...
Toward your passenger?
Perhaps.
Мне надо 108 мая. Надо пожилую мадам подкупить нам. Можно будет отсюда открывать когти. Блять. Ей, по-моему, пятихатку надо было захудячить. Да. Ей надо было пятихатку захерачить.
Who the hell are you? I made it clear to the arcology chairman that NG would not arrive until tomorrow, and that regardless, there would be no solicitations, no endorsements, and no appearances until showtime.
My mistake. Sorry.
For a second, I thought you were that guy who runs the Pequod's coffee shop downstairs. The fool thinks that if he attacks me with a goofy grin, I'll convince NG to endorse the franchise.
You can't blame him for trying, I guess.
You could have at least given me my coffee for free.
You'd sell your influence for a cup of coffee?
It would be a start.
I'm just a fan.
She doesn't do so bad for her. I don't want to be bothered.
I'm just a fan.
At least modern aristocrats are...
Нет, $1000, я не смогу за обоих вместе. Вот квик, пускай будет квик.
Democratically elected. I don't want to be bothered.
I put down some money to see NG promote Queequegs.
Я хочу больше возвращаться, блядь.
Splendid. I'll put in a...
Can I trust you?
As much as you can trust anyone who takes bribes. Now leave me be. Let's make an effort not to be seen together.
Get stuck out here.
Fellow WTO citizens, look about you in the splendor of the WTO.
Just let me know if you hear any news about...
I hate to say it, but I think she's leaning towards a Queequegs endorsement.
Quit playing games.
I think it's a done deal. Sorry, I probably shouldn't say any more since the papers haven't been signed.
A bad career move for NG if you ask me. Oh well, The superior product will have to prevail over glitz and subterfuge.
Так, погнали в этот, как мне подать. Мечеть ордена. Шмотная. Это хуя я это, блядь, сделал? Не знаю.
The mosque is a weapons-free.
Okay.
Thank you for your compliance with these regulations.
Poor people. My sister went through this with her son. Now what?
Repairing wounds. Healing functions complete.
If you're ready to head out, just exit the area. No more congestion, no more fatigue. Use Vitatech Cure 11.
I eavesdropped on the Templar recruiting station in the Archon.
Huh, my lucky day.
The raid is going to happen any minute.
You know this for certain? I should stay in position. How long?
Hard to say. Maybe an hour?
I'll be ready. Thank you. They won't catch me sleeping. I wasn't sure about you at first, but you turned out to be a good man.
Very well done. This schematic has already proven useful. We have learned that the armor contains a weak spot, triangular in shape, on the back.
Interesting. Anything else?
Would you like to make a purchase?
No thanks.
As you...
If I go down fighting bigots, I guess that's not so bad.
Scan complete. You are only minimally...
This'll be my first real engagement. Hard to believe. Templar would just as soon lynch a merc like you or me because of our biomods. If there's a problem, I plan to fight.
You owe it to yourself, senor. Would you like to buy a can? Special price. Today only.
No thanks.
Why struggle with breathers when simply drinking this tonic can counter all of the nanites effects?
Alex D. The information you provided our agent has proven valuable. He was successful against the invaders and would like to thank you. Your future business with Yomar will remain on favorable terms.
Stand back. SSC on duty.
There were some murders here last night. It's only fair that I warn you.
Ну, Антоха еще раз посмотрим, что у него там есть. И все. И полетим отсюда нахуй. Все, что могли, сделал.
Hey, Chicago, great tip. I let him close in and then BAM! Dropped every last one.
Glad I could help.
Hey, I don't have much in the way of a reward, but this showdown just got me a big bonus and put me in tight with the Omar. You're welcome to half.
Thanks. I'm just glad things are working out for you.
You don't have to worry about Leo Jankowski. The Omar are safe. Thanks for the tip.
Видишь, она какая лазерная.
This gig is
тут
working
какое-то
out.
было нападение, я его просто не видел. Куда они взялись, тоже непонятно.
One thing I can't stand is one human being who hates another human being. Know what I mean?
No more congestion. No more fatigue. Use Vitatech Cure 11.
Ну и еще один труп. То есть храмовнику, по сути дела, надо вообще водить всех почистую. Так как они не атакуют, я без понятия, блядь, нужно их валить или нет.
I've always wondered what they do in there.
The harvester will discuss. Okay?
This constant haze is awful.
Так, возвращаемся тогда, наверное, в Орден, блядь. Едем на последний пожилой, мать его, этаж. Вот больше хрена, что еще делать. Награду свою заберем. Потому что чувак мне, блядь, эту хренотень не дал.
This is a weapons free.
Okay.
Thanks, you're clear. If you're ready to depart the mosque, scanners.
SSC, at your service. A bad career move for NG, if you ask me. Oh well, the superior...
Где бабки? Козлевич, блядь. Ведь ты чё, зря?
Product will have to prevail over glitz and subterfuge.
А, блядь, медийный. Или я чё тупой, что ли? В медийну. Пошли нахуй в медийну зайдем, блядь. Еб твою ж вашу мать. И тихо душу.
The mosque is a...
Да, блядь, да.
Okay.
Thank you.
Выбирай нахуй. И стволы, и не стволы, и... Нахуй не хочу.
If you're ready to head out, just exit the area.
Да, до свидания. До свидос. Ваше сдаст. Ваше сдут. Гутен Морген.
How are you?
You have been
Yes.
conditioned by this
How are
society.
you?
You suffer from vasana, my seekers. Hindu yogis have also warned their students of this flaw. You are too attached to the superficial and the
Надо в Южную Медину. Южную. О.
No more congestion, no more fatigue.
Какой-то баг сейчас с отмычками. Они то добавляются, кстати, а то не добавляются. Это не тоже, блядь, где-то просто баг.
Miss Withers gave me a call. Thank you so much. You did it.
Everything is arranged. Pretty soon screaming kids will be lined up around the block.
I owe you my life. My career is saved. Let me show you those weapon mods I was talking about. an ammo scavenger, a fragmentary rounds mod, and a glass destabilizer. I got them off an Omar who was crucified at the end of the street. Gruesome scene. The work of the Templars, I'm sure.
Блять, сука. Чё взять-то, блядь? Дестабилизатор стекла вроде бы как бы нахер не упал. Вот осколочные пули из борщик, блядь, всегда заманчивают меня. Хотя мы ни с кем не перестреливаемся.
Thanks, I'll take the ammo scavenger.
My pleasure. I can't wait to see the faces of those self-satisfied arcology thieves when Pequod shuts down, and I take over the coffee shop on level 107.
Ну и все. ВТО мы нахуй выполнять не будем. И все. Куда в компьютере это будет?
I have failed to locate my passenger. Where do you want to go?
Take me to Trier, Germany.
What's in Trier?
I'm looking for somebody. That's all you need to know.
What's the name? I've been to Trier many times.
It wouldn't be wise for me to discuss it. Let's go.
As you wish. How fortunate that we found each other. We've both lost someone, but now, with each other's help, maybe our luck will change.
Посмотрим, что нам вообще дали.
With your search. Whenever I'm looking for someone in Trier, I start at the Nine Worlds Tavern on the west side of the city. Your odyssey is beginning to intrigue me, Alex.
О, трейстер тонк, ёкарный мамай. Трейстера Тонга, достопочтенный брат Саныч должен 100% будет
So all this equipment is erect and stored in the name of preserving the natural order. I do not understand.
How is it going?
Easy.
That ride was started by the...
Hey, I'm looking for the Nine Worlds Tavern. Can you give me directions?
You are lost, my friend. The tavern's clear on the other side of town to the west.
Thanks.
It's a shameful distraction.
What about the press? The added security? Who are you suing?
pequods. They run ads on the public terminal right across the street from my shop, and they don't even have a branch in Trier.
Is that illegal?
It's false advertising if the product doesn't exist, right? I would very much like to see the file they have in the evidence.
Hi, I'm NG Resonance. Welcome, Alex D. Hey, you left New Cairo without seeing me perform.
Sorry, I had some business to take care of in Trier.
Just don't stand me up again. It's not very nice. So, you must be here for the summit.
Yeah, I'm working for the Order Church.
You don't strike me as the religious type.
It's a universal faith. You don't have to be religious to agree with the basic philosophy behind it.
Well, I'm just glad when one of my fans believes in something besides gossip and celebrities. Want to know what I think? I think there's nothing wrong with being a rich kid from a WTO enclave and still having some spirituality.
Exactly.
I think the world would be better off if people took the best things from both sides instead of always fighting over extremes. Let's hang out again sometime.
Так, поправление сделали небольшое. Давай сохранимся для пущего эффекта. 6 часов 25 минут мы проходим.
After all the equipments they wrecked and stole in the name of preserving the natural order, I do not understand why the WTO would agree to a summit with these freaks.
Trier's just been a circus lately.
Panzerworks finally reached their breaking point.
Германия.
You should never have jammed those
What's going on here?
We are about to show this guy what happens when you push Panzerwerks too far. Keep walking.
What did he do to you?
The Order steals our equipment to make us shut down the assembly line. His church has been doing this for months, and we are sick of it.
If you want to hurt him, you're gonna have to go through me.
Oh, really? More fun for us? I just want my job back.
You just cannot trust us. I'm safe for now.
Видишь, они даже не атакуют, господи. Не должны у меня уже раз 200 грохнуть. Хорошо, хрен с ним, где там, блядь? Игра, да? Сложно. Пусть не, пускай будет трудно, блядь.
Religious crazy.
Filthy seekers. I wish the violence could have been avoided.
Пиздец, они даже на сложном уровне не атакуют. Что это такое, блядь? Как в это играть вообще? Почему она настолько сырая, блядь? Это какая-то жопа. Ты пиздец. Не, я сейчас на верхний этаж куда-нибудь там заберусь, сохранюсь и прощаюсь нахрен с этой игрой на совсем. Потому что это вообще никакие... Это... Никакие... Это... Не идет никакого сравнения.
Name and business, please.
Alex D. Who are you?
Vera Maxwell, Executive Commander for the SSC.
For Trier?
No, globally. We're taking these summit preparations very seriously. You and the other delegates will be able to conduct your business without any distractions.
Are the leaders planning to hold a press conference or anything?
Not today, but Chairman Dumier would like to speak with you. He's in the interrogation room upstairs. Don't worry, no one's going to get interrogated. Just a safety precaution. Mr. Dumier will remain in the protected compartment for his own safety.
I just wanted to give those border freaks what they deserve.
Looking good.
Until further notice, Mr. Doom.
I heard about you guys. Some sort of special ops unit, I guess. Tretья is your home. Surely you must have some insight into why they would kidnap your lady, Her Holiness. She is practically a patron saint in this district.
Indeed. The people here are very devout.
Was it the strikers, the Panzerworks Union? I thought they were friends of the church.
I'm afraid that in Trier, even the most faithful are less than pleased by the appearance of their spiritual leader partnering with the WTO.
Your followers must understand the need for dialogue.
I've done my best to explain this summit to them. Frankly, it seems unlikely even to me that the church followers will ever countenance the closed, monolithic communities of the WTO. But I suppose that's a matter for the wise discretion of Her Holiness.
Yes, it is. If she is still alive.
Let's pray that she is.
I appreciate your candor, Luminon. Now, if you'll excuse me. Alex, let's talk. Meet me at the visitation room down the hall. Hello there. Alex, from the Tarsus program, right? Good work on the interrogation of Dr. Nassif in Cairo. Teleportation, is it? Apostle Corps must have a line on some alien technology.
It does sound a little far-fetched.
Well, if we're lucky, you'll be giving the portal a test drive before too long. Good to have you with us. I had my staff procure this extra biomod canister so that you might be a more effective operative.
Thanks. Apostle Corps must be a pretty serious threat to be a concern to the director of the WTO.
I've been following the Apostle Corps investigation very closely. Your loyalty in this matter would be a great asset. However, we have a more pressing crisis. Her Holiness is missing, along with my security chief, Donna Morgan. I can't be distracted right now.
Anything I can do to help?
You came to Tretья looking for a certain Apostle Corps official. I need you to stay focused on that objective for right now. If I find out that one of these strikers from Panzerworks hurt Her Holiness, though, I might have a slightly more dangerous assignment for you.
I understand.
If anything happens to Her Holiness, I don't want to imagine what will become of the older church.
Так, ладно. Идем дальше.
It's true that SSC's performance so far has been less than adequate.
Panzerworks finally reached their breaking point.
И все. И че весь город ходить сказать?
Don't think you'll find your Apostle Corps official out sightseeing at the Blackgate ruins, which is where the sewer leads. Regardless, it would be a shame to lose you to a pack of sewer greasels.
И даже не нападают на высоком уровне. И вообще не нападают. Я должен был сдохнуть на 10 раз 200.
Strange. This building stands on the site of the Porta Negra, or Black Gate, the ruins of the old city hall from Roman times. About as I know is that the facility underground is not a museum. You'll need to discover the security code to the elevator before you'll be able to investigate it for us. Try the Nine Wheels Tavern in Central Trio. Maybe one of the locals knows something about this place.
Those Omar and eliminate them. How dare they operate in Trier, where we are strongest? If we're really going to make a difference, we should observe their operation, find out who they're doing business with, how they're getting their supplies.
I can't stand them, so disfigured. They're the worst offenders against human purity.
You're dealing with ordinary people, slowly infecting them with the worst kind of biomods, black market, as if you can really make a distinction.
Такие вообще пизды, блядь. Я думаю, тоже, блядь. Вот они вот песенки. Пара-тара-тара-тарам. И все. Больше они ничего не умеют, блядь. По парам тара-тарарам, блядь. Я хуею.
I guess you have to start somewhere.
Даже если сейчас вот так вот сделать, по идее, должны уже сбежаться от меня. Че-то какие-то атаки на меня сделать. По факту никто не нападает, все насрать. Это может продолжаться бесконечно долго. Очень бесконечно. Ну его нахрен, наверное. Такие игры, блин. Не, первая часть, когда я проходил, она хоть какая-то из-за заинтересованности. Там какие-то ролики были. Оно могло меня хоть как-то заинтересовать. Вот это убожество, это не знаю. Вот эта вот хренотень должна меня было сейчас растерзать в пух и прах, а ей похуй. Вот эта камера тоже с пулеметом, она должна меня было тоже расхуячить. Почему в обе стороны они должны работать? Они не работают. Видишь?
They're taking over the planet.
Ладно, ребята, на этом еще дайте, пожалуйста, закончу. Это может, как я уже сказал, продолжаться бесконечно долго. Крейсера Тонга мы так и не нашли. Сейчас пока я конечно попробую вниз туда спуститься. Вот. Где его искать? Хрен маме знает, я не знаю, где его искать. Ходов никаких секретных нет, сейчас попробую вот этих вот еще раз грохнуть.
Impressive work taking down that bot.
Mr. Dumier will remain in the protected compartment for his own safety.
Holiness comes to Trier to make... Not now, friend.
I just get one of your...
Thank you for your...
The WTO and...
We've been trying to persuade Panzerworks to stop...
But don't the local...
We can have jobs and sustainability at the same time.
Didn't these protests end up shutting down the factory several times?
Some machines were damaged, but no living beings were harmed.
Still,
Only if preceded by an impure motivation.
Really? Maybe I should look into this.
The Nine Worlds is a no-weapon zone. Strict...
So you want me to...
No, you've just got to consent.
Here you go.
Thanks for your cooperation.
A member of the Order. Are you at the summit?
Certainly not. I live here in Trier. See,
why not?
We have heard Luminan Simon's call for a return to Scripture. In this shard, we read the Scripture, the original word of Her Holiness. Not what she says for the camera today, or tomorrow, or 2 weeks ago.
What's the difference?
What's the difference? That's exactly the attitude that opens the door to tyranny in a free state. Remembering only what was said on the last talk show. What's the value of a free press when attention span...
I was just curious about the summit. Sorry to interrupt.
Her Holiness and Chairman Dumier are making a business deal. It may bring money, it may bring power, but it won't bring balance into the lives of ordinary people.
I will have to stop by the gun shops. You sure you're locked up?
No, Guevara has been in my family for 3 generations. I've been locking up since I was a boy.
Sid Black, how'd you end up in Trier?
This way and that. Thought I could catch some business when the summit breaks up. Seen the sights yet? Don't mind doing local hops in between stock beer. Any hops during...
I'll let you know.
Alex D. A welcome encounter.
How's the search coming?
I've made some discoveries. I think that you've brought me to the right place.
What's the passenger's name?
My instructions forbid me to say.
Maybe I could help if I knew who it was.
You've been very helpful already. My computer analyzed the transceiver in your temporal bone and found some interesting data files.
Those are encrypted files.
I found the keys some time ago. I will be using your eyes and ears to gather more data. As compensation, if you need a pilot for any reason, I will be available.
I don't like being spied on.
Your notions of privacy are old-fashioned. It was a love of privacy that brought on the collapse. A love of secrets, plans, and personal possessions.
I still don't like being spied on.
Perhaps I'm too aggressive, but a society in which everyone understands everyone else is something I think we all should strive for.
How about I bug your chopper and make this learning process go both ways?
Very soon we will be connected. A great advance will change what it means to be human, and there will be no further need to conceal information. But that world is not yet here.
Да ну! Ёкарный бабай, блядь! Какие люди! Ёханый бабай! Че с ним сделали-то? За что его так не пощадили авторы? Господи, блядь! Он в первой части выглядел куда лучше, блядь. Несмотря на то, что он был там старый.
Your fascination is justified. Alex D, you're the last one to arrive. I suppose that, like the others, you're after my laboratory in the gateway to J.C. Denton.
Your tracer Tong.
I see that Dr. Nassif didn't exaggerate about your mental acuity. Yes, I'm Tong. I suppose you will be wanting some answers. You may have already guessed that your true name is Alex Denton.
Dr. Nassif was telling the truth. I'm a clone of J.C. Denton.
With a few postnatal recombinations, yes. But our work has moved away from clones.
So this gateway, I can use it to find J.C. Denton?
Yes. Beneath the ruins of the Black Gate, J.C. constructed a portal to his secret base in Antarctica. Only descendants of the Denton cell line can go through. However, the facility is already in the hands of the Templars.
Did the Templars use the portal? How could they unless one of the other trainees...
Unless the Templars have already convinced one of you to go through the gate and murder J.C. Exactly. At a minimum, they have a highly placed spy who has torn apart our organization, starting with Chicago.
What else do you know about this spy?
Whoever it is also helped the Templars kidnap Her Holiness during a meeting with the Panzerworks Union. They are holding her at the Blackgate Laboratory. I'm going to give you a code to a secret entrance, which is in a room on the second floor of the East Tower, 2521. Look for a keypad hidden behind some crates.
For all you know, I'm a Templar myself.
Then Apostle Corps has already lost everything. Rescue Her Holiness. Save the summit for the sake of both factions. They will help you against the Templars. You will need the help of the WTO and Order just a little while longer.
I understand.
Here's something to give you an edge. A biomod infusion. It isn't much, but it's all I managed to grab on my way out of the laboratory.
If Her Holiness thinks she can put us all into a great pre-collapse wealth-making machine, she must think she's a god.
Chairman Dumier of the WTO here. So you found that old fool Trisha Dong? I would like to know what you were talking about. Please report to the Tretья SSC station.
Короче, колбасим нахуй всех, блядь. Короче, ладно, господа. На этой веселой ноте, пожалуйста, закончим. Больше я, наверное, ее проходить не буду. Она абсолютно неинтересная. Сделана через 3 колена. Вот. Поэтому с вами прощаюсь. С игрой тоже прощаюсь. Сделана она на 3 с минусом. Я бы даже так сказал. 3 с минусом я ставлю. И все. Катись она куда подальше вся эта игра. Но если Deus Ex Invisible бар, отвратительная игра совсем. Я не знаю, кто-нибудь ей не поставил как хорошую оценку, но я ей ставлю 3 с минусом. Просто потому что кто-то что-то постарался, кто-то что-то сделал, за это надо хвалить. Вот. Всем счастливо, до новых встреч, когда так. С вами был Антоха. Следующая игра но точно не вернусь. Всем счастливо, до новых встреч. Это вам заставочка на концовочку.
The infusion lab?
Evacuated.
Trainees?
Gave the order myself.
What did you tell them?
I told them to run.
That's all they need to hear until we reach Seattle.
Agreed.
Anything new on the terrorist?
He's in the city. No ID yet. Unclear whether we're the target.
An academic distinction if he really has a nanite detonator.
Scanning. Survey region clear.
The security bots have acquired the target. We're too late!
Helipad, let's go. Move! City to get at us?
Our enemies aren't that desperate.
Perhaps we made a new enemy.
What if they already know about the Seattle facility?
We have other options.
We aren't equipped to fight a war.
We're going to change the terms of engagement. It's our war, not theirs. We don't need cities or armies. We have the cells of human bodies. An invisible weapon for an invisible war.
Как-то так, господа.